Down where Bluebell Creek runs clear and cold, through the meadow where the willow roots grow deep, that's where she and I spent every summer evening, learning what it meant to fall asleep in the arms of something real and true and golden. Before the world came calling us away, I can still smell honeysuckle on the hillside and hear her laughter on a July day. Oh, Bluebell Creek still flows without me through the town that time just left behind. Bluebell Creek still calls out to me in the quiet of the back roads of my mind. Some places hold a piece of who you were before the world taught you to leave. Bluebell Creek still flows without me, oh, and I still believe. Daddy used to fish the morning hours, said the big ones bit before the heat. Mama'd pack us lunches in the newspaper and call us home when we forgot to eat. Now the elm that held our rope swings rotting, and the old farmhouse belongs to someone new. But in my chest below the years of traveling, there's a boy still waiting barefoot in the blue. Oh, Bluebell Creek still flows without me through the town that time just left behind. Bluebell Creek still calls out to me in the quiet of the back roads of my mind. Some places hold a piece of who you were before the world taught you to leave. Bluebell Creek still flows without me, oh, and I still believe. I drove back once on a November morning, parked the car and walked the old path down. Stood there watching water move past nothing, I cared at all about the man I'd found. Sometimes a man needs water just to feel it, the cold of it, the truth of it, the weight. Sometimes a man drives back to Bluebell Creek just to stand there and remember who he was before it all got late. Bluebell Creek still flows without me through the town that time just left behind. Bluebell Creek still calls out to me in the quiet of the back roads of my mind. Some places hold a piece of who you were before the world taught you to leave. Bluebell Creek still flows without me, oh, and I still believe. Creek still flows without me through the town that time just left behind. Bluebell Creek still calls out to me in the quiet of the back roads of my mind. Some places hold a piece of who you were before the world taught you to leave. Bluebell Creek still flows without me, oh, and I still believe. I still believe. I still believe. Before the sun could clear tree line. Granddaddy was already in the field, 3 generations deep in red clay farming, learning what the Georgia earth would yield. He never talked a whole lot before breakfast, just poured his coffee, pulled his boots on slow. There's a kind of quiet that belongs to morning that a working man and God both seem to know. Cotton row morning, blowing soft and gray, before the world woke up and got in the way, when everything was simple as the ground beneath your feet. Cotton row morning, Lord, it can't be beat. Cotton row morning, dew on every blade, the smell of earth and wood smoke and the life that good men made. Cotton row morning, before the heat comes on, when everything worth working for was waiting in the dawn. Cotton row morning, Lord, carry me home. Grandmama would stand out on the back steps and ring the bell when the biscuits were done right, and all of us would flood in from the field rows with the red clay on our boots and the daylight. She'd already have the table set and covered with a cloth that she'd been stitching since the fall, and somehow every meal felt like a Sunday when the whole family crowded in that hall. Cotton row morning, low and soft and gray, before the world woke up and got in the way, when everything was simple as the ground beneath your feet. Cotton row morning, Lord, it can't be beat. Cotton row morning, dew on every blade, the smell of earth and wood smoke and the life that good men made. Cotton row morning, before the heat comes on, when everything worth working for was waiting in the dawn. Cotton row morning, Lord, carry me home. I live in a city now, work behind a desk, and I couldn't tell a cotton plant from clover. But sometimes in the early hour before the alarm, I close my eyes and feel it all come over me. That Georgia morning air, the old man's quiet hands, the bell across the field, the red clay land. Cotton row morning, dew on every blade, the smell of earth and wood smoke and the life that good men made. Cotton row morning, before the heat comes on, when everything worth working for was waiting in the dawn. Cotton row morning, Lord, carry me home. Lord, carry me home. The sun came up on a 2-lane road, somewhere between nowhere and gone. I I got a thermos full of coffee going cold, and a radio that still plays our song. The dash is cracked, the heater's broke, the rear view shows a town I used to know. But every mile I put behind these wheels is one more mile I don't have to let go. There's dust on the dashboard and rust on the door. There's a photograph faded where your smile used to glow. This old truck keeps rolling through the towns that time forgot. There's dust on the dashboard and memories I've got. Dust on the dashboard, miles on my soul. The road keeps on calling and I gotta go. Your name's in the engine, your eyes in the sky. There's dust on the dashboard and I don't know why. I keep on driving away. Past a diner outside of Abilene, the neon still set open in the rain. I thought about stopping, ordering two, like the old days when we shared a lane. But a man alone don't need 2 cups of coffee in a booth that faces someone else's ghost. So I pulled back onto the empty highway and I drove past the things I love the most. There's dust on the dashboard and rust on the door. There's a photograph faded where your smile used to glow. This old truck keeps rolling through the towns that time forgot. There's dust on the dashboard and memories I've got. Dust on the dashboard, miles on my soul. The road keeps on calling and I gotta go. Your name's in the engine, your eyes in the sky. There's dust on the dashboard and I don't know why. I keep on driving away. Maybe someday I'll turn around. Maybe someday the road leads back to you. But tonight the yellow lines keep coming and I can't find a reason to. I can't find a reason to. Dust on the dashboard, miles on my soul. The road keeps on calling and I gotta go. Your name's in the engine, your eyes in the sky. There's dust on the dashboard and I don't know why. I keep on driving away. I keep on driving away. She called me from a phone booth out of nowhere. Said I'm 40 miles from Tulsa, come and get me. I had a half a tank of gas and $6 good and a busted heater that'd been nagging me. It was raining when I pulled out of the driveway. The radio said something about a storm, but I drove through 3 counties in the darkness, 'cause some things are worth arriving to through the cold. 40 miles from Tulsa in the pouring rain. A man will drive through anything when the right voice calls his name. 40 miles from Tulsa, I drove everyone, with the wipers slapping time and my headlights on. 40 miles from Tulsa, Lord, I didn't mind. You were waiting at the phone booth, and that was reason enough to drive 40 miles from Tulsa to find you. She was standing in the light of that glass booth with her coat collar up and her hair gone flat. I pulled up slow and she just opened the door up like we'd planned the whole thing, and that was that. We didn't talk for 30 miles of highway, just the radio and the windshield wipers beat. And she reached over and she put her hand on mine, and I drove the last 10 miles without my feet. 40 miles from Tulsa in the pouring rain. A man will drive through anything when the right voice calls his name. 40 miles from Tulsa, I drove everyone, with the wipers slapping time and my headlights on. 40 miles from Tulsa, Lord, I didn't mind. hopes and promise nobody keeps. There's a cowboy hat on a bar stool by the wall, and a jukebox playing something sad and sweet. The barmaid's name is Betty. She's been here 20 years. She knows what every man is running from. She pours a whiskey with a motherly kind hand and wipes the counter when the talking's done. This ain't the pearly gates, this ain't the promised land, but for a working man with nowhere else to stand, it's close enough to heaven when the fiddle starts to play and the whole dang world just fades away. Honky-tonk heaven's back door, open every night for the lost and the poor, where the cowboys cry and the angels pour. Honky-tonk heaven's back door, nobody asks you what you're crying for at honky-tonk heaven's back door. There's a farmer in the corner with calloused hands, been paying on a note since '62. Lost his wife to winter 3 years back, and his oldest boy don't call like he used to do. But when the band cranks up on Friday evening, he stands up straight in 2 steps with his grief. There's something holy in the sawdust on that floor when the music gives the working people relief. This ain't the pearly gates, this ain't the promised land, but for a working man with nowhere else to stand, it's close enough to heaven when the fiddle starts to play and the whole dang world just fades away. Honky-tonk heaven's back door, open every night for the lost and the poor, where the cowboys cry and the angels pour. Honky-tonk heaven's back door, nobody asked you what you're crying for at honky-tonk heaven's back door. And maybe the Lord don't mind a man who needs a song to get him through the night. Maybe mercy wears blue jeans sometimes, and heaven's back door stays open till the morning light. Honky-tonk heaven's back door, open every night for the lost and the poor, where the cowboys cry and the angels pour. Honky-tonk heaven's back door, nobody asked you what you're crying for at honky-tonk heaven's back door. Nobody asked you what you're crying for. She left in October when the leaves were burnt and falling, and she took the cat, the curtains, and my pride. Now the apartment's got an echo on a Tuesday, and the neon from the laundromat bleeds inside. I count the cars that pass my window after midnight, like a man who's run completely out of plans. There's a country song on every radio station that sounds exactly like my situation, man. I used to think the city lights were something, now they just remind me what I've lost. You trade the stars for neon signs and concrete, and you pay that trade at any kind of cost. Neon signs and empty nights, a half-drunk cup of coffee in the kitchen light, the phone that doesn't ring and the clock that never lies. Neon signs and empty nights, I'd trade every one of them for one night where it all felt right. Neon signs and empty nights. The waitress at the diner on the corner, she says I always look like I've lost something. I smile and say just tired from working long hours, which is technically a fact, if nothing. I order eggs and toast and black coffee, and I read the headlines twice without taking them in. Then I leave $1 more than I should probably, and walk back out into the neon wind. I used to think the city lights were something. Now they just remind me what I've lost. You trade the stars for neon signs and concrete, and you pay that trade at any kind of cost. Neon signs and empty nights, a half-drunk cup of coffee in the kitchen light, the phone that doesn't ring and the clock that never lies. Neon signs and empty nights, I'd trade every one of them for one night where it all felt right. Neon signs and empty nights. Somewhere there's a porch with a screen door and a woman humming softly to herself. Somewhere there's a yard with a dog named something, and the smell of supper coming off the shelf. Somewhere there's a life I keep on dreaming, on the other side of every blinking light. But tonight I'm here and I'm breathing, and I'll make it through another empty night. Neon signs and empty nights, a half-drunk cup of coffee in the kitchen light, the phone that doesn't ring and the clock that never lies. Neon signs and empty nights, I'd trade every one of them for one night where it all felt right. Neon signs and empty nights, Lord, I'll make it through the night. The barbershop closed at 5 on the dot. The hardware store's dark and the filling station's not. Friday nights for the old men in their cars, but Saturday night everybody hits the yards. The girls wear their best from the dry goods store, and the band's already tuning at the hall next door. The smell of fried grease floating from the diner down the street. Lord, small town Saturday got a hard-to-match beat. Ain't no bright lights here, ain't no city flash, just a country band, a good crowd, and a little cash. Everybody knows your name before you speak, but small town Saturday's a highlight of the week. Small town Saturday night, the whole street alive and the jukebox right. Boots on the floor and the fiddle playing tight. Small town Saturday night, small town Saturday night, where the people are real and the laughter's loud. Everybody you love is in this crowd. Lord, I wouldn't trade it for a city light. Small town Saturday night. The Tucker boys drove over from the county line in their daddy's truck full of story and design. Bobby Ray McClanahan asked Sally for a dance. Lord, it only took him 3 years to find the chance. The school teachers out there doing the two-step ride. The old folks are watching from the folding chairs with pride. There's something about a Saturday in a town this size. It makes a man feel 10 feet tall and grateful just to be alive. Ain't no bright lights here, ain't no city flash, Saturday's a highlight of the week. Small town Saturday night, the whole street alive and the jukebox right. Boots on the floor and the fiddle playing tight. Small town Saturday night. Small town Saturday night, where the people are real and the laughter's loud. Everybody you love is in this crowd. Lord, I wouldn't trade it for a city light. Small town Saturday night. I know the cities shine much brighter and the money's better down the road, but a man can get awful tired of strangers when he's carrying a heavy load. There's a reason why the highways lead back homeward when a working man has had enough of gone. Small town Saturday comes once a week and it makes a man feel like he belongs. Small town Saturday night, the whole street alive and the jukebox right. Boots on the floor and the fiddle playing tight. Small town Saturday night. Small town Saturday night, where the people are real and the laughter's loud. Everybody you love is in this crowd. Lord, I wouldn't trade it for a city light. Small town Saturday night. Lord, I wouldn't trade it for a city light. Kept it in the cedar chest beside the Bible and the wedding lace. A letter written on a Tuesday morning in my daddy's careful measured hand. He wrote it from the county hospital, the year the harvest fields went dry. Said, tell the boys I tried my level best, and tell your mother not to cry. We read it at the kitchen table with the coffee going cold. Some words are made of paper, but they carry the weight of gold. Some words outlive the man who wrote them and travel further than the road. The last letter home found its way through the years, folded and faded, but still perfectly clear. A man's whole life, written simple and plain. The last letter home came in from the rain. It found us again. My brother held it by the window light. He read it slow the way a grown man does. When something moves him deeper than he'll say, in front of everyone he loves. My sister pressed it to her chest a moment, then set it on the table, smoothed it flat. We sat in silence for the longest minute before we all knew where we were at. We read it at the kitchen table with the coffee going cold. Some words are made of paper, but they carry the weight of gold. Some words outlive the man who wrote them and travel further than the road. The last letter home found its way through the years, folded and faded, but still perfectly clear. A man's whole life, written simple and plain. The last letter home came in from the rain. It found us again. He said, work the land and love your children. Never let the hard times make you small. Be the kind of man that folks remember long after they've forgotten standing tall. Long after they've forgotten standing tall. Now I got boys of my own to raise up, and and someday they'll go through the things I leave. I hope I live to write the words worth saving. I hope I live to give them something to believe. The last letter home found its way through the years, folded and faded, but still perfectly clear. A man's whole life, written simple and plain. The last letter home came in from the rain. It found us again. It found us again. The whole town talked for a solid month of Sunday about the night that Clara Lee slipped out the gate with a red suitcase and a one-way Greyhound ticket, and a boy her daddy said was running late. The Reverend stood up at the morning service. He called for prayer, but nobody could look straight, 'cause most of them had seen it coming for a summer, and some of them had helped her tempt her fate. She'd memorized every road on every map. She'd already packed that suitcase in her mind. The preacher's daughter had her wings folded back, and she was waiting for the right wind and the right time. The preacher's daughter ran away on a cold and quiet Wednesday in the fall. She left a note that said, "Daddy, I love you, but these four walls were never mine at all." The preacher's daughter ran away. Lord, you can't keep the wild river tame. The preacher's daughter ran away, and Lord, nobody could blame her just the same. They say she made it out to California, got a job waitressing in Santa Cruz, met a guitar player from a roadhouse band who was good enough to know what she'd been through. They say she's happy, got a baby and a garden, got a yellow house up on a hillside grave, but her daddy keeps her picture on the pulpit, and every sermon ends the same way that it stayed. She'd memorized every road on every map. She'd already packed that suitcase in her mind. The preacher's daughter had her wings folded back, and she was waiting for the right wind and the right time. The preacher's daughter ran away on a cold and quiet Wednesday in the fall. She left a note that said, "Daddy, I love you, but these four walls were never mine at all." The preacher's daughter ran away. Lord, you can't keep the wild river tame. The preacher's daughter ran away, and Lord, nobody could blame her just the same. There's a telephone number written in a Bible in the back of the Reverend's desk drawer. He's called it twice and hung up both times, listening for the sound of who his little girl is for, who his little girl is for. The preacher's daughter ran away on a cold and quiet Wednesday in the fall. She left a note that said, "Daddy, I love you, but these four walls were never mine at all." The preacher's daughter ran away. Lord, you can't keep the wild river tame. The preacher's daughter ran could blame her. Nobody could blame her just the same. The doctor spoke in careful, measured language, and I listened like a man who finally hears. After 50 years of thinking I was untouchable, suddenly the walls were made of years. I drove home slow through town that October evening. The oaks were burning red along the lane. I thought about the things I hadn't finished, and I thought about the things I'd do again. I ain't asking for forever, Lord, I know that ain't the deal. I'm just asking for the grace to feel what's real. One more season with the people that I love. One more reason to be grateful for enough. One more season to watch the garden grow. One more evening with the fire burning low. One more morning to wake up and hear her breathe. One more season, Lord, is all I need. Just one more season to believe. My youngest asked me how I was that Sunday. I told him I was tired but doing fine. He looked at me the way a grown boy does when he knows his daddy's trying to draw a line between the worry that the children shouldn't carry and the truth the father still needs to tell. So I put my arm around him in the kitchen, and I told him I intended to do well. I ain't asking for forever, Lord, I know that ain't the deal. I'm just asking for the grace to feel what's real. One more season with the people that I love. One more reason to be grateful for enough. One more season to watch the garden grow. One more evening with the fire burning low. One more morning to wake up and hear her breathe. One more season, Lord, is all I need. Just one more season to believe. I've wasted time on things not worth the spending, and I've carried grudges longer than I should. But the autumn of a life can be the clearest when you finally understand what's good. When you finally understand what's good. I pulled the car into the drive that evening, and she was standing in the kitchen light. I stood a minute in the yard just watching. Then I walked in and held her through the night. One more season to watch the garden grow. One more evening with the fire burning low. One more morning to wake up and hear her breathe. One more season, Lord, that's all I need. Just one more season, just one more season to believe. memory has been cutting hair since Kennedy was president. His shop's a two-chair place on Magnolia in the Maine. The barber pole still turns out front, the one light quit in '69. And the mirror's got a crack that runs diagonally across your frame. He knows which men are having trouble at the house. He knows which boys are getting into things they shouldn't do. He never says too much, but always says enough. And he gives the best advice you'll ever sit still to. Some men build their churches with their hands on Sundays. Some men build their pulpits out of conversation and a comb. And if you sit down in Earl's second chair on Saturday morning, you'll leave a different man than when you came in from the road. The barber on Magnolia Street has seen this whole town grow and grieve. He knows your grandfather's name, he knows your daddy's story. He's a keeper of the things we leave. The barber on Magnolia Street has scissors, soap, and memory. And if you need a man to understand you, just sit down and let him see. He cut my daddy's hair on the morning of his wedding, and he cut mine when I graduated from the school. He gave me my first real razor for my 16th birthday, and he charged my grandmama half price as a rule. He never married, said his shop was all the family he needed, with its stream of sons and dads, and on the wall between the calendars and clipper charts are photographs of all the boys who'd gone off and come back. Some men build their churches with their hands on Sundays. Some men build their pulpits out of conversation and a comb. And if you sit down in Earl's second chair on Saturday morning, you'll leave a different man than when you came in from the road. The barber on Magnolia Street has seen this whole town grow and grieve. He knows your grandfather's name, he knows your daddy's story. He's a keeper of the things we leave. The barber on Magnolia Street has scissors, soap, and memory. And if you need a man to understand you, just sit down and let him see. He's getting on now, hands a little slower, but his eye is still as steady as before. And on a Tuesday afternoon, when the town goes quiet, you'll still find him sweeping hair up off his floor. You'll still find him sweeping hair up off his floor. The barber on Magnolia Street has seen this whole town grow and grieve. He knows your grandfather's name, he knows your daddy's story. He's a keeper of the things we leave. The barber on Magnolia Street has scissors, soap, and memory. And if you need a man to understand you, just sit down and let him see. Just sit down and let him see you.
The old home place has been empty since the summer mama passed. The windows hold the light of her in every golden blast of afternoon that comes through oak and sycamore and vine. I cannot sell the property, that woman's still inside. I come out here on Sundays when the week has worn me through. I sit inside the kitchen like she'd want me to. The wallpaper she chose in 57 fades to cream, but the pattern of the roses is the pattern of my dream. There's something in the sycamore that calls me by my name. The way the branches hold the wind is never twice the same. And if the dead have places where they linger, love and stay, then something in the sycamore keeps mama not too far away. My daughter says I ought to let the property be sold, that holding on to houses just keeps grief from getting old. But grief is not the enemy I've made it out to be. Grief is just the price of love, and mama gave it free. When the screen door used to slam, she'd call out, "Don't let flies in." And I'd shout back, "Yes, ma'am," and she'd go right back to him. Now I let the screen door slam because the sound of it undone is her voice still in the air long after she is gone. Something in the sycamore, something in the light, something in the Sunday air keeps her in my sight. Daddy kept records in a wooden crate, Johnny Cash, Merle Haggard, 1968. Sunday morning smelled like coffee and rain, and mama dancing while the music played. The vinyl cracked like old floorboards as life drifted through those screen door storms. And somehow every song back then made the whole world feel like friends. Cigarette smoke hanging through the light, football games on cold October nights, and Daddy singing low beside the sink like he had more to say than he could think. The kitchen clock ticked soft and slow while country songs filled up the home, and every little heartbreak, fear and scar felt smaller with that old guitar. Rusting vinyl radio playing through my soul like an old forgotten prayer, floating softly through the air, and every scratch upon that sound brings the lost years back around like dust dancing through the light in the middle of the night. Old AM stations whisper low about places and people gone, but somehow every melody still sounds like family to me on rusting vinyl radio. Now the house sits quiet on that hill, but the radio's playing still, like memories never really die, they just wait inside the night. Mama's curtains barely move with the summer wind coming through, and that old porch swing still complains every time the thunder rains. Daddy's chair sits by the wall like he just stepped out after all, and sometimes when the evening falls I swear I hear him through the halls, singing softly with the band, beer bottle resting in his hand. Like somewhere deep inside those songs, the people we love still live on. Rust and vinyl radio, playing songs from long ago, where young hearts burn wild and free before life became memory. Every needle drop and hiss feels like one more thing I miss. Every steel guitar cry brings tears I still can't hide. And all those nights we thought would last now live inside the past, but they come alive so easily every time those records speak on Rust and Vinyl Radio. Time keeps rusting everything, pickup trucks and wedding rings, neon signs and old cafes. People slowly fade away, but old songs never disappear. They wait for lonely hearts to hear, like ghosts humming through the dark, keeping old fires alive inside our hearts. And maybe heaven sounds this way, like vinyl spinning far away, with country singers dressed in white, playing through eternal nights. Final vinyl radio still echoes through my soul, like a long lost voice from home, calling me through static tones. And every worn out melody still carries pieces left of me from dusty roads and small town nights under pale porch lights. So if you hear an old song play, don't let the moment fade away, 'cause life goes fast but memories stay inside those records as they spin away. On Rust and Vinyl Radio, beneath that old Tennessee sky, where the music never dies. I come Kern County, where the oil pumps never sleep, where the orange groves run westward and the valleys run too deep. My daddy worked the harvest and his daddy worked the same, till the land got sold to strangers and we lost our family name. But there's something in the blood of a man who worked the dirt that don't break easy even when the losing hurts. Flatland burning gold in the California autumn when the year grows old. Flatland burning gold. I'd give everything I'm worth just to watch that sunset hold. Flatland burning gold. That's the country that I carry in my bones and in my soul. I made my way to Bakersfield at 17 and broke. Got a job at Trouts on Edison, where the neon never smoked. Sat in with a band on Tuesday for $1 and a meal. That was the night I understood what this music's meant to feel. Flatland burning gold in the California autumn when the year grows old. Flatland burning gold. I'd give everything I'm worth just to watch that sunset hold. Flatland burning gold. That's the country that I carry in my bones and in my soul. Nashville's got her rhinestones and she wears them proud and fine, but Bakersfield's got calluses and turpentine and brine. We play it like we mean it, 'cause we got the dirt to prove it. This ain't music for the parlor, it's a gospel, don't refuse it. Flatland
before I'm old. Flatland burning gold. Flatland burning gold. Flatland burning gold. I was born out on a red dirt road to nowhere, where the mailbox was a mile from the front door. My daddy plowed the fields from sun to shadow, and came home tired down to his very core. I swore I'd never be a man who stayed there. I swore I'd get myself a better deal. But standing in this city with my briefcase, I traded all to feel that red dirt under heel. They say the grass is greener on the other side, but nobody tells you what you leave behind. The smell of summer rain on red clay soil is worth more than the harvest of a lifetime's toil. Red dirt road to nowhere led me everywhere I've been. Red dirt road to nowhere carried me back again. I've walked the city avenues, I've seen the ocean shine, but the red dirt road to nowhere was the road that first was mine. Red dirt road to nowhere, Lord, it never leaves your mind. My brother stayed and took on Daddy's farming. He's got kids who run the same fields we ran young, and on the holidays I drive back out there and eat too much and feel completely undone by the simpleness of mornings on the back porch and the sound of crickets rising with the dark. Lord, I've been to 12 states since I left that driveway, and none of them have reached me like the start. They say the grass is greener on the other side, but nobody tells you what you leave behind. The smell of summer rain on red clay soil is worth more than the harvest of a lifetime's toil. Red dirt road to nowhere led me everywhere I've been. Red dirt road to nowhere carried me back again. I've walked the city avenues, I've seen the ocean shine, but the red dirt road to nowhere was the road that first was mine. Red dirt road to nowhere, Lord, it never leaves your mind. So tonight I'm gonna drive back out that county road, past the water tower and the old burned grain store, and park my city car in front of what I came from, and breathe the air of what I can't ignore. I'm breathing what I can't ignore. Red dirt road to nowhere led me everywhere I've been. Red dirt road to nowhere, I'm going back again. I've walked the city avenues, I've seen the ocean shine, but the red dirt road to nowhere was the road that first was mine. Red dirt road to nowhere, Lord, it never leaves my mind. No, it never leaves my mind. She made coffee like she loved, slow and careful. Let it steep a little longer than you should. She'd pour it in the cup and wrap both hands around it, and watch the steam rise in the morning like it understood. She talked to plants by name on Sunday mornings. She wore her hair pinned up except in photographs. She kept a list of things she meant to get to, and saved the funnies for the Saturday for last. I didn't know the value of the ordinary, till ordinary was the thing I couldn't find. She made a life out of the beautiful and quiet, and I walk right through it like a man who's running blind. She made coffee like she loved, slow and warm and good. She made everything worth having the way that only one woman could. She made coffee like she loved, with both hands and all her heart. And I didn't understand the gift of ordinary till she was gone and I fell apart. She made coffee like she loved. She wrote letters to her mother every Friday, and she called her sisters just to say hello. She kept a jar of coins beside the toaster for the things she said she was saving up to go. She never raised her voice in 20 winters, but she said more with silence than most people do with words. She had a laugh that came from somewhere deep and honest, the kind of laugh that hits you like a bird. I didn't know the value of the ordinary, till ordinary was the thing I couldn't find. She made a life out of the beautiful and quiet, and I walked right through it like a man who's running blind. She made coffee like she loved, slow and warm and good. She made everything worth having the way that only one woman could. She made coffee like she loved, with both hands and all her heart. And I didn't understand the gift of ordinary till she was gone and I fell apart. She made coffee like she loved. I still make coffee every morning, I still pour it careful. I still watch the steam rise when the light comes through the glass, and I drink it slow the way I learned from watching. And I try to be the kind of man she said I had, the kind of man she said I had. She made coffee like she loved, slow and warm and good. She made everything worth having the way that only one woman could. She made coffee like she loved, with both hands and all her heart. I finally understand the gift of ordinary, even if I'm only learning now. From the start, she made coffee like she loved.
Keep riding with us through the roads of classic country. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next playlists.